China has added extra tariffs on a range of American imports. Coal and liquefied natural gas will be levied with an additional 15% tax. Crude oil, farming equipment and some vehicles, 10%. The move is Beijing's response to the Trump administration's added 10% tariff imposed on all Chinese imports to the U.S. at the start of February.
Trade and tariff wars have no winners. What is needed are not more tariffs, but dialogue. We urge the U.S. to correct its action and stop weaponizing trade issues.
China is also hitting back by filing a lawsuit against the U.S. at the World Trade Organization, sanctioning 2 U.S. firms, tightening control over the export of rare earth minerals to the U.S., and launching an antitrust investigation into tech giant Google. China's first move in Donald Trump's continuing trade war against it is relatively restrained, affecting less than 10% of its annual U.S. imports. But it does carry a warning for Washington. Beijing doesn't want an extended trade war, but it is ready for one and can now cause more damage to the U.S. economy than it did during Trump's first term.
China really learned the lesson from the first Trump administration. It's not wise, to immediately take a dramatic measure against Trump, because at the end of the day, we know for sure Trump is a very transactional.
Trump wants to decrease Washington's trade deficit with China, which hit a record $295 billion last year. He says the added tariffs are also punishment for not doing enough to stem the tide of the illegal drug fentanyl to the U.S., something Chinese officials deny.
These latest announcements are a way of President Trump showing that he is very serious about using the tariff instrument as a policy tool for achieving both economic and non-economic objectives.
Washington also plans to scrap duty exemptions for cheap Chinese goods, the so-called de minimis rule, which would raise prices for e-commerce stores Temu and Shine. An extra 25% U.S. tariff on steel and aluminium would affect less than 1% of China's global exports of the commodities. For now, Xi Jinping is watching closely for Trump's next move and is ready to inflict more pain on the U.S. and its companies in response. Katrina Yu, Al Jazeera, Beijing.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.